Morning, everybody. Michelle is here on a Thursday. Hope everybody's doing fantastic, magnificent, and marvelous because I am. Anyway, it is really humid outside today. Um, and I think I'm done with the yard. I think I've done everything I can with the yard to present the beauty that this yard is going to provide to the next owners. The backyard is going to be the highlight because back in the day, you remember how we used to be able to play in our front yards, play around with the neighborhood kids and this and that and the other in the front yard, and it wasn't a problem per se, right? But now these days, I would not dare allow my children, if I had them, or even animals, to play in the front yard because of the amount of traffic that flows through neighborhoods now because of the overpopulation, the speed that most people do not adhere to. They just fly through these neighborhoods like nothing. And there's signs all posted about the speed limit, but that's rarely, rarely. It's disregarded. Everything's disregarded, unfortunately. Whether it's flashing lights, red light, green light, everything's disregarded, ignored, and essentially invisible because most people are not paying attention. Okay, and most people can care less. Most people are so distracted on their phones and this and that and the other. So whatever barriers are there, most people just do not pay attention to that. So in the beginning, it was funny watching people on YouTube, walking with their cell phones in their hands, talking, having deep conversations, and then all of a sudden they run into a wall. You know what I'm saying? Or they fall into a pool of water. Well, in my field, that became not so funny after I and others have seen the results of that type of disregarding of what's going on around you and being immersed, because these cell phones immerse you in their realities. They do. I know that for a fact because I'll get up because I do not bring my cell phone into my bedroom. That's stopped. And that's the best way to get a good night's sleep. Take your cell phones out of your bedrooms. All right. And it was also smart that people, because I didn't have a television in my bedroom for years and years. But then, once I met someone, they wanted a television in the bedroom because, blah, 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 blah. So I put a television in the bedroom, blah, 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 blah. But I do not bring a cell phone into my bedroom. I leave it out in the living room. Every now and then I get up, especially when I can't sleep. And I told you I have issues with sleeping just like anybody else. But I don't panic and let it bother me. I'll check the messages or check whatever. But nobody is paying attention to anything. And I told you, until we as first responders saw the effects of that and how it increased over time. People walking on the tracks and being hit by trains. Yeah. People getting hit by buses. Yeah. People getting hit by vehicles, of course. People getting hit on their bicycles, on skateboards, and the fatalities of pedestrians just walking. That is at an all-time high, and I'm sure in every city. So that's why you have to pay attention to your surroundings, And I'm telling you, these cell phones are equipped with some type of technology that keeps you immersed. You're just in it. You're like there. And you can't, it's like you're in a trance. I'm saying that from my experience with it. I know we need our cell phones, but it does put you in a certain reality, okay, of the cell phone only, and not so much of what's going on around you. So that's why parents, forget that something's on the stove. Sometimes parents forget where their children are. People getting themselves and getting themselves hurt or harmed in some kind of way. Whether they're walking, riding a bike, running, whatever the case may be. So if anybody's around me, you probably find me always looking around, paying attention to my surroundings, paying attention to my environment, making sure I'm in touch with my reality. I'm paying attention to how I am grounding myself. I do that all day long, even in familiar environments, just to make sure nothing's going on, nothing happened overnight, because things do shift. The planet does shift. So paying attention to your surroundings, staying grounded in reality, those things have to be repeated, because we're not doing it. If we were doing it, we would not need to repeat it if it were happening. Okay? I'm sure everyone can admit there is a traffic crash in every city almost every minute of the day. Okay? Someone's getting hit by a vehicle somewhere in this country, in this world, on this planet, or some type of accident, unavoidable accident is what we call them, So I'm sitting here waiting. I'm waiting on some visitors. So I'm sitting here waiting, relaxing, enjoying the moment, thinking, contemplating, not ruminating, feeling good about everything that I've done so far to bring me to this moment. I'm going to talk about certain other things about, these moments shortly or a little later. I may wait until I'm on the road and start talking a little bit more on the road. I'm looking forward to that, and doing the things I need to do to keep me moving forward. Because again, we will all fail at some point, but you won't know what it means to succeed until you fail. Okay, we are all going to make mistakes. We're all going to be taken advantage of, manipulated, made a fool of. We're going to be used and abused. We're going to be catfished. We're going to be scammed. We're going to be indoctrinated. All that that type of circular mentality is going to exist forever, as well as the encasement of negativity, all that. So forever and ever, you're going to need to be concerned about your reality, ask questions, and stay grounded in reality. Know the company that you keep. Pay attention to your surroundings. And all of that while still remaining neutral, enjoying the moments, enjoying the finer things in life, with people, with human beings, socializing, intimacy, one-on-one intimacy, all that on top of everything else. So I'm going to send peace and love, everyone. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your Thursday. I'll be back later in the day. It all depends on my scheduling. And so, peace and love. And trust me, I'll be back.